If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Cleveland Browns entered the 2024 NFL Draft with a mix of highs and lows that left fans debating long after the picks were made. On one hand, landing Shedeur Sanders felt like a steal. Snagging a talented quarterback with potential deep into the draft always feels like a victory. Yet on the flip side, the Browns' failure to draft a wide receiver was glaring, especially given the thinness of the receiving corps. The Browns essentially entered the new season with Jerry Jeudy as their only proven weapon on the outside. That's a precarious spot for a team eager to build around a young quarterback and reignite its offense. The absence of a clear WR1 or even a solid number 2 receiver in the draft brought immediate questions about the team's offensive future and their ability to create dynamic plays downfield. Adding to the confusion, Cleveland's post-draft move to sign Deontay Johnson seemed more like a stopgap than a solution. Johnson's last season was fragmented. He played for 3 different teams and posted underwhelming numbers: 33 catches, 395 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Plus, Johnson's reputation for attitude issues and a career trajectory that's been declining for a few years adds layers of uncertainty. At 28, he's no rookie and arguably past his prime, which makes it tough to pin long-term hopes on him revitalizing the Browns' offense. This raises a crucial question. Can Johnson truly be the reliable, game-changing receiver the Browns so desperately need? Or is the team just scrambling to patch a glaring hole in their roster, looking beyond free agency and trades, which appear to offer little in the way of viable solutions? The Browns are left with one obvious course: develop talent within their own roster. This brings us to Cedric Tillman, a receiver who quietly showed flashes of brilliance last season. Tillman wasn't a household name heading into 2024, but after Cooper's trade, he seized the opportunity to prove himself. Over his limited action, Tillman hauled in 29 catches for 339 yards and 3 touchdowns, an impressive return given his role and the time lost to a concussion in Week 12. His physical stature, standing 6'3" and weighing 215 pounds, paired with his athleticism, particularly his leaping ability, paints the picture of a prototypical wide receiver that teams dream of having. Tillman's skill set perfectly fits what the Browns need: a receiver who can challenge defenders in the air and stretch the field vertically. Cleveland's coaching staff clearly sees potential in him, which is why he's poised to step into the number 2 receiver role this season. The big question, however, is trust. Does the Browns front office and coaching staff truly believe Tillman is ready to take on this larger responsibility with so little experience? The jump from being a role player to a reliable primary target can be a daunting one, especially on a team that is trying to rebuild and develop young talent under the spotlight of NFL expectations. This trust in Tillman becomes even more critical when you factor in the Browns' quarterback situation. With the likelihood of a rookie quarterback stepping under center in 2025, be it Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel, the Browns must ensure that their young signal caller has weapons he can rely on. A rookie QB's comfort and confidence often hinge on having dependable receivers to get the ball to, and that's where Tillman could become invaluable. His development over the next year could directly influence the trajectory of Cleveland's offense and, by extension, their chances of becoming competitive again in a tough AFC North division. During the 2024 season, Tillman's performances in the middle stretch, particularly from weeks 7 to 9, were a glimpse into his potential. He hauled in 21 receptions during that span, demonstrating a consistent ability to find the open field and make plays. These flashes of promise give fans a reason to believe that Tillman could evolve into the kind of dynamic playmaker the Browns need. It's moments like these that hint at a breakout year ahead if he continues to develop his skills and builds chemistry with the quarterback. Physically and athletically, Tillman ticks many of the boxes teams look for in a top-flight wide receiver. His size and leaping ability create mismatches against defenders, allowing him to win contested catches and turn short throws into explosive gains. This versatility is vital for a Browns offense that must adapt and find new ways to move the ball. consistently. If Tillman can harness his raw talent and refine his route running and hands, he might very well become the reliable target that Cleveland's offense has lacked for years. What makes Tillman's rise so interesting is that it could redeem Cleveland's otherwise perplexing draft choices. While the front office missed an opportunity to bring in a high-profile wide receiver, Tillman's growth could offset that mistake and provide the Browns with a legitimate weapon. This internal solution would demonstrate a successful development process, showing that Cleveland can cultivate talent from within rather than always needing to draft or trade for big names. In a league where building through the draft and player development is essential, Tillman's emergence could signal a brighter future for the Browns' offense. In summary, the Browns face a pivotal moment in their rebuild. The draft left unanswered. Questions at wide receiver, a critical position for any offense, especially one with a young quarterback. While free agency and trade markets have offered little help, Cedric Tillman stands out as a team sleeper weapon. His combination of size, athleticism, and glimpses of past success position him as the Browns' best hope to fix this glaring hole. The trust placed in him now could shape not just the offense, but the entire franchise's direction moving forward. If Tillman can seize this opportunity and become a reliable number 2 option, he might not only revive the Browns' receiving core, but also help erase the confusion surrounding the team's draft decisions. His success would prove that sometimes the best answers are already on the roster, just waiting to be unlocked. For Cleveland fans eager for offensive excitement and consistent production, Tillman's rise could be the storyline that turns the Browns' season and maybe their future around. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Alright, let's dive into one of the hottest stories shaking the NFL landscape right now. Tyreek Hill is officially heading to the Cleveland Browns. This move has sent shockwaves through the league, and honestly, it feels like a game changer. For the Browns offense, for years Cleveland has been hunting for that explosive weapon to truly elevate their passing game, and Tyreek Hill fits the bill perfectly. Known for his blazing speed, incredible route running, and knack for making defenders look foolish, Hill brings a dynamic presence that Browns fans have been craving. Imagine the possibilities when you pair him with a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, who's got the arm to exploit Hill's breakaway speed and create matchup nightmares across the field. Hill's journey to Cleveland didn't come easy. After spending his entire professional career with the Kansas City Chiefs, where he was a key component of their high-octane offense, this signing signals a new chapter not only for him, but for the Browns franchise. The Chiefs had to let go of a player who was crucial to their Super Bowl success, and now the Browns are reaping the benefits. It's fascinating to see how one player's arrival can reshape the identity of a team. And with Hill, the Browns are clearly making a statement. They're here to compete at the highest level, and they're serious about it. From a strategic standpoint, adding Hill means defenses will have to rethink their approach when facing Cleveland. His presence on the field stretches the defense vertically, forcing safeties to stay back and corners to play tighter coverage. This opens up opportunities for other offensive weapons on the roster, turning the Browns' offense into a multifaceted threat. What's more, Hill isn't just a deep threat. His agility and quickness make him lethal on short routes and screens, turning modest plays into explosive gains. The Browns coaching staff must be thrilled with the addition, as Hill's versatility gives them more play-calling freedom and creativity to keep defenses guessing. Beyond the technical impact, Tyreek Hill's arrival brings a boost in morale and energy. Players feed off talent like his, and the locker room chemistry could reach new heights with such a dynamic personality on board. Fans, too, are buzzing with excitement, filling stadiums and social media with hopeful predictions for the upcoming season. The Browns have struggled with consistency and offensive firepower for years, so this acquisition signals a renewed ambition. Hill's hunger to prove himself outside of Kansas City also adds an emotional layer to the story, as he looks to carve out a legacy in Cleveland. Financially, the deal also makes sense for the Browns, who have been managing their salary cap carefully. Hill's contract reflects both his elite status and the team's commitment to building around key players like Watson. This kind of investment tells the league that Cleveland is no longer just an underdog story, but a franchise ready to challenge for playoff glory and beyond. It also puts pressure on rival teams in the AFC North to step up their game, knowing the Browns just added one of the NFL's fastest and most explosive receivers to their arsenal. For Hill, this move represents more than just a change of scenery. It's a fresh start and a chance to be the focal point of an offense hungry for success. After years of sharing the spotlight with other stars in Kansas City, Hill now has the opportunity to be the number one guy in Cleveland. This responsibility will come with its challenges, but if anyone is equipped to handle the pressure, it's him. His work ethic combined with his natural talent suggests he'll thrive in this role and elevate the Browns offense to new heights. The timing couldn't be better for the Browns either, who have a young, talented core but have struggled to put it all together on game day. With Hill's speed and playmaking ability, the offense gains a much-needed spark, capable of flipping games in a heartbeat. This signing could be the catalyst that pushes Cleveland over the edge in tight contests and late-game situations. For a team that has been knocking on the door of playoff success but hasn't quite broken through consistently, this addition might just be the missing puzzle piece. Looking ahead, the chemistry between Hill and Watson will be something to watch closely. Both players possess a competitive drive and a passion for the game that could translate into an electrifying connection on the field. If they can sync their timing and read defenses well, expect highlight reels and record-breaking plays to become a staple in Browns games. The Browns offense could evolve into one of the most feared units in the league, blending Hill's speed with Watson's arm talent and decision-making. It's a combination that could change the narrative around Cleveland football. In conclusion, Tyreek Hill's signing with the Cleveland Browns marks a pivotal moment for both the player and the franchise. It's a statement that Cleveland is no longer content with mediocrity and is fully committed to competing with the NFL's best. The impact of Hill's arrival will be felt on and off the field, from tactical shifts and boosted team morale to energized fans and a reinvigorated city rallying behind their team. As the new season approaches, all eyes will be on Cleveland, eager to see how this explosive partnership unfolds. One thing is certain, Tyreek Hill has brought a new level of excitement and expectation to the Browns, and the NFL landscape just got a lot more interesting. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!